Hello, you're welcome to our broadcast today. This is Family Aspect. I want to thank every one of you for following and joining us on this show. Before I proceed to share some of the things I have to share with you today, I want to first of all thank every one of you that have subscribed to our channel on YouTube and liked our page on Facebook, and you've been sharing our videos also. I want to say a big thank you. You are actually contributing immensely to our success and achievement, to reaching people and changing their relationship for good. I want to thank you so much for being an influence on us. And to remind you something, that what we have been talking about is so important to our success and happiness, and reducing the stress, the trouble, the problems that we find ourselves on a day-to-day basis in our relationships with our partner and loved ones. So today, I want to also remind you that the videos are still there for you to watch. You can watch them again and again. I shared with you from the first video on this series, of the family series, I shared with you how important it is to have an understanding of the man and woman that we have to deal with for the rest of our lives. The man you marry, the woman you marry, having an understanding of their values and features and characteristics is so important to a successful relationship. And I explained in that video that men and women are not the same. A man is not the same as a woman. A man is different from a woman psychologically, emotionally, socially, and mentally. And the same thing, a woman is different from a man emotionally, psychologically, socially, and mentally. So, and even physically. So we have to come to that conclusion by understanding these features and characteristics of our spouse. So if you haven't watched that video, I suggest you do so. Go watch the video. And also we shared some of the biggest mistake that women make in relation to their man. That was recent video. And the one before that, I also share with you the biggest mistake men make in relation to their wives or their women. There are a lot of mistakes that we overlook that has, over the time, over the years of our relationship, has accumulated a lot of hurts, a lot of pain, a lot of depression in our spouse's life, that have resulted to the calamity, the catastrophe, the distrust and enmity that we experience in our relationship today. So I will encourage you to watch those videos that will help you to understand your spouse better. Now today, I want to share with you something very, very important. And I know that this may be um, a challenging moment for some of us who are just getting to know these things for the first time. But you just need to get acquainted with these things over the time, over the years. You get yourself used to it, and you just become it become your second nature in reality. Now, I want to share with you things men should know about their woman. Things men should know about their woman. There are a lot of things that men presume that they know about their wives, about their spouses. Men assume that they understand their wives, even though the Bible tells us that a man should deal with their wives or with the woman he married by understanding. Many men around the world, 90% of men do not understand the woman that they marry. And that has been a major problem, contributing factor to the problems, the challenges, the catastrophe, the divisions, the disorientation that govern our relationships today. Now, what are we to know? What are these things that men should know about a woman? How is she programmed? Women are designed differently. Women are, by God, programmed in a very special way. And until men understand have this deep truth in them, they will find themselves abusing or misusing the gift that God has given to them, which is their wives. The Bible tells us, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. And now that doesn't mean that man has to be on the needing side, or the woman have to be always be on the favorable side. No, man is also a gift to a woman. When we come to that aspect of talking about the things that women should know about their man, we also discover some things special about your man if you're listening as a woman. But now I want to talk about the men today. I want to share with you what men should know. I want to talk to the men today, actually. I'm talking to the men about the women today. What men should know about their wives. The things they should know about their woman that you're marrying, or the one they propose to marry, or the one that you are dating now, or you're courting. Do you know her? You say, well, we've been around for over 14 years. As friends, we grew up from our hometown. We have been together since kids. That doesn't mean you know her. That doesn't mean you know her. Now, that presumption has brought a lot of catastrophe and a lot of pandemonium to a lot of homes and family. So today, I want to look at some points that we bring your attention to think about what I'm actually trying to share with you today. Number one, women value love. Yes, you are used to that. Women value love. They value communication, beauty, and relationship. Now, these four key values of a woman is so important to them. I say that again. Women value love. Do you know what kind of love we're talking about? We are not dealing with the love that is based on infatuation. No, we're talking about affection here. Is a type of affection here. Women value affection more than anything in the world. Women value communication. If a woman can't find can't find someone to talk to, she will soon become a time bomb, because they are wired in such a way by God to have a companion of who they communicate with. A woman must have something to say. God designed them in such a way that they talk to people. They have to talk to you. They have to communicate. They have to communicate. It's so important. You know, if you remember when I talked about the greatest mistake that men make about their wife, in relation to their wife, I said the problem that we find out that people, women complain about a lot is that men don't listen to them. Why? Because women like to talk. They want to say things, they want to explain themselves. And they need you as their man to be the companion that you are listening with empathy and with interest to what they had to say. They just need someone to listen. You say, why is it like that? Well, that is the way God designed women to be. You just need to understand that a woman likes someone to talk to. Now, if you are a man, you are not always around for your wife to talk to. Guess what? She's going to find somehow, somewhere, someone to end up talking to, because that is our nature. And that's why many men, you find out that you always complain, and you find your wife complain. You are complaining about your wife, that they talk too much to other people. They will just be on phone with their friends for hours, or with their family members for hours. Sometimes they'll be with their old-time boyfriend in school. Not just, I'm not talking about intimate boyfriend, but just friends. They will just be on phone, and you, the man, become jealous in a way of feeling uncomfortable. Why? Because you do not know that she needed you to be the one to fill that gap. You are supposed to be the one she's talking to. You see, you're supposed to be the one she's talking to. So women love it. They value communication. You got to take that seriously as a man. And women value beauty. They value beauty. Now, if your wife doesn't look beautiful all the time, it's because I would say that the man is responsible for that, because you haven't placed that value on her. You haven't encouraged her to value more, to see her beauty. Because when a woman, women want to be appraised of their beauty. They want to be celebrated of their beauty. They want their man to tell them that they are beautiful, that they are looking good. Their hair that they just did is beautiful. The makeup that they just wear is beautiful. The clothes they just bought recently is nice, it's wonderful. It looks good on them. They want to be praised by you, man. You need to understand it. So that's the value that they get. That you see them beautiful. You see them looking up. Nice, gorgeous. So you need to celebrate the beauty of your wife. Contribute to her beauty. Help her. Sometimes there are some women who doesn't like makeup. And you are the man, you're the man, you love it. You like to see your woman look beautiful with makeup. Why not speak to her with some kind of wisdom? Why not address the issue with some kind of interest? You see, this is very important because women love it. When a man begins to show interest in the beauty of our wife, it turns on everything good. Actually, it enhances the intimacy between the man and the wife, between the husband and the wife. It enhances the intimacy. We'll come to that in a subsequent teaching where we'll talk about sex in marriage. Now, women value relationship. If a man is not relationship oriented, it puts a woman off. A woman value a family oriented man. When a man is family oriented, family concerned, he turns the interest of that woman almost immediately on 100%. That woman begins to focus on those values that you present, which is relationship. That's what she wants. She values it. So when a man talks about healthy relationships, talking about the future together with your spouse, talking about how the children is going to live, what you expect them to be, planning and sharing your visions of the family together. Oh, you just make that woman find home with you. That is what women value. That's number 1 point. I guess you understand that. Number 2 point, women spend more time supporting, helping, and nurturing one another. This is one of the characteristics you need to understand of a woman. When God created the man, made man in the Garden of Eden, the Bible says he also made a woman afterward. And then when he made the woman, he brought the woman to him and said, and made a woman to be a helper. It says, for man, it is not good for man to be alone. Let us make for him a helpmate, a helper, a supporter, a supporter, a helper. So women are naturally designed to help, to improve, to develop things. But that becomes so much an offense to men in most cases who do not understand that this is how a woman should be. They become persona non grata. They become furious. They become envious. They become threatened that the woman is going to take their place, or the woman is acting controlling, like I shared previously. But in reality, it depends also on the understanding of the woman of what values that the man has. And that's why I'm so glad that I'm sharing this with you today. Now, remember I said women like spending more time supporting. They want to spend time supporting. They want to spend time helping. They want to spend time nurturing. That's why they are good with children as well. You see that character expressed in their raising children. You see that character expressed in their loving other people. Women are more tuned to loving people than men are. Now, that doesn't mean to put men down, but it's just to let you know if your wife is that way, you're blessed. So that can help you function more in the realm of love. You see, so it's so important. Your wife, your woman, wants to help you. He wants to support, she wants to support you. She wants to be the one to help in the things that you're doing, help you develop, help you improve. Think about it. What a blessing that is. Now, when a man understands this, you don't fight it. You don't quarrel with it. You just accept who she is. That is what we are supposed to do. Remember, the Bible says we should deal with our wives with understanding. And there is no understanding without knowledge. Knowledge coupled with paying attention to what you're learning gives you understanding. So to have an understanding of your wife, you have to know. See, you need to know certain things that she is value of. What is her value? What is her characteristics? How did God wired her? How does she think? What goes on in her mind? You need to know these things. And I'm sharing them with you today. Okay, the third thing I would like to share with you that women are value of, or that a man need to know about the woman that he is with, is that women experience fulfillment through sharing and relating. I'll say that again. Women experience fulfillment through sharing. Men don't like talking to their wives. Most men don't, not all of them. Most men don't like sharing ideas. They don't like sharing their experiences. They don't like sharing their dreams. They don't like sharing their hopes. They don't like sharing expectations with their women. But women love these things. That's where they find fulfillment. If you will spend time not just being the one talking, but just give her words, put words in her mouth, and she will tell you more than you ever thought possible. I'm telling you the truth. You see, women love to share. They love it. They love to share. That's why you find many women, even though they are wealthy or successful before they get married, they are willing to let everything be on everything be together, sharing together with their spouses or whoever they happily want to settle down with. It's easy for them, but men find it difficult because that is not in them. Men always find their fulfillment in their personal achievements. They find fulfillment in their confidence, the confidence to achieve, or confidence that they derive through success, through personal achievement, achieving goals. We'll talk about that anyway. So women want to share. Women love to share, and they want to relate. Again, that boils down to communication. Relate. Okay? Women they love these things. Now, when you understand this thing about the woman you're with, oh boy, you just know that you have the right button to press, the right words to say, the right things to do. And guess what? You'll be enjoying your relationship. You'll be having a woman that is always happy and expecting you to come home and happy as well. You see, so it's so important. The same thing when a woman understands the values and the way a man is wired and designed to think and function and relates with him like that, the man will always gladly want to come home on time from work, gladly want to come home from wherever traveling time will be limited. Why? Or probably he might just travel all the time with the woman. Let me say something to you. If your husband always travel all the time, leave you at home as a woman, and you're a man, you travel all the time, you leave your wife aside, not because you have so many children, but maybe one or two, or probably you don't even have any children yet, but you travel all the time and you leave your wife behind. It's because you haven't understood what I'm sharing now. You can't do that. Because you need her beside you wherever you go. You say, what about business meetings? Yeah. There are some business meetings that men take on, 2 weeks off home. They'll travel out and stay in hotels, stay in guest houses. 2 weeks for business meeting, 1 week for business meeting. Why can't she go with you? Do you sleep at the business office? No, you sleep back in the hotel, isn't it? You come back and sleep in the hotel. Why can't you stay there all day and wait for you until you come back? And now I welcome you and thank and ask, how was it? You say, well, I need time for myself. You see, that's the problem with men. Men always think they need time for themselves. But remember, you're married. And because you're married, the time that you think you have for yourself is need to be shared. Remember, women love the value sharing. You have to learn to share. Share your time, share your space, share your visions, share your dreams. Share, learn to share. So this is what I have to share with you today. Not too much, but so much to share. This is the part one, and I'm going to share the part two of things that men should know about their woman. Now, if you have been following and listening to this video and you feel that this is very interesting and you want to continue with the series on this topic, I want you to like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to our channel. And you will be the first person to receive an alert when the video comes up next time. All right. Thank you so much for listening. And I want to thank every one of you for sharing this video right now to your loved ones and families that you know. Thank you so much. I am your lovely host again and your humble brother, Charles Brown.